Hi. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the talk that we had planned for GDC.
In a surprising turn of events, Jim Ryan, the stalwart CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, announced his retirement. After an illustrious 30-year tenure that saw Sony's PlayStation brand reach unparalleled heights, Ryan shared in a heartfelt statement, and I quote, "I did not take this decision lightly. I absolutely adore Psy and our incredible community. Lately, however, I've grappled with balancing my personal life in the UK with my professional commitments in the US." While Ryan's departure has incited speculation, with Bloomberg Games reporter Jason Schreier first breaking the news, it's clear that the decision was personal. There's no doubt that Ryan's legacy at Sony is unmatched, having spearheaded the PlayStation 5's successful launch and cemented significant partnerships like that with Bungie and Housemarque. Kenichiro Yoshida, reflecting on Ryan's impact, remarked, "Jim Ryan's inspirational leadership, especially during the PS5's launch amidst the global pandemic, has been phenomenal. While I respect his decision, the onus now falls on us to find the next torchbearer for our game and network services business." Hiroki Todoki, set to fill in Ryan's shoes temporarily from April 2024, voiced his gratitude. "Jim's contributions over the past 30 years have been monumental. The PlayStation business is pivotal to the Sony group. I look forward to steering PlayStation towards an exhilarating future, alongside our dedicated team at Sony." So what's Sony's path forward? With Ryan's exit, Sony stands at a crossroads. His strategies, including reshaping PS Plus and navigating the FTC's battle with Microsoft, were bold, sometimes controversial, but always geared towards keeping Sony ahead. His departure signals not just an end but a new beginning. But challenges loom large, with shifts in the entertainment industry, notably in Hollywood's approach to motion capture and gaming narratives. The entire gaming sector may be on the cusp of transformation. Yet Sony, with its legacy and resilience, has an exciting horizon ahead. The real question is, can it seize the moment, adapt, innovate, and soar even higher? Hubrankers, how do you feel about this significant change in Sony's leadership? And what do you anticipate for PlayStation's future? Next, I want to talk about Valve facing €1.6 million fine. Let's get into it. In a monumental decision that resounds across the gaming industry, Valve, the company behind Steam, has been hit with a €1.6 million fine by the European Union. The judgment, finalized on September 27th, marks the conclusion of a long-standing dispute between the EU and Valve, alongside 5 major game publishers: Bandai, Capcom, Focus Home, Koch Media, and ZeniMax. The backdrop. The story traces its origins to 2019 when the European Union first targeted Valve and select publishers on Steam over geo-blocking. Geo-blocking is the practice of restricting digital content based on a user's geographical location. The EU's beef with Valve centered around the company's practice of allowing Steam keys that were locked to specific regions in the EU. This means players from other regions couldn't access cheaper games, which is in violation of EU regulations. Fast forward to 2021, and fines were issued against the companies. Valve, known for its tenacity, immediately appealed against the ruling. Their defense? They rooted their arguments in copyright grounds, claiming the restrictions were necessary for protecting digital content. However, it's essential to note that this geo-blocking took place between 2010 and 2015. Valve ceased this practice years ago, making this a retrospective case. The Judgment Day. The EU's judgment reflects its commitment to ensuring an open digital market where content is accessible across its member states without artificial restrictions. The General Court of the European Union deliberated on Valve's appeal, concluding with a dismissal. The press release states explicitly that Valve, in collaboration with the mentioned publishers, broke the EU competition law. They were found guilty of engaging in anti-competitive agreements meant to restrict cross-border sales of certain PC games compatible with the Steam platform. These restrictions primarily affected gamers in the Baltic countries and a few Central and Eastern European nations. The aftermath. While the case's core issue dates back, the implications are far-reaching. It stands as a warning to digital platforms about the consequences of breaching market regulations. The EU has made its position clear. Open access is paramount, and no company, however significant, can override this principle. What this means for gamers and the industry at large is yet to be seen, but with the present ruling, one thing is certain. The digital gaming marketplace in the EU just became a tad more open. Now, over to the gaming community. What are your thoughts on this ruling? How will this impact the way we purchase and play our favorite titles? From a personal standpoint, it's evident that the EU has, over time, developed a robust regulatory framework for the digital world. While some may argue it's a tad overreaching, there's no denying that such stringent regulations ensure a level playing field. The USA, though pioneering in tech innovations, occasionally seems more lenient in its digital laws. This results in a somewhat contrasting approach to digital governance between the two regions. There's something commendable about the EU's unwavering commitment to protecting its citizens in the digital sphere, ensuring that companies, regardless of their stature, adhere to a code of digital ethics. It's a clear statement. Shady practices have no place in the digital world of the European Union.